Hey guys, Jackdaw here, and Sweetmaker, have we got ourselves a small update on Dragon Age 4. Dare I even say our first unofficial look at the game in production. Jumping straight into this with no time to waste, we have ourselves a potential tease at Dragon Age 4. You see, a TV screen with the saucy shot of Solas has been spotted at BioWare's new offices. In case you didn't know, towards the end of last month, BioWare made a huge move to new offices now located in downtown Edmonton, and with that relocation as a press release move, the Edmonton mayor greeted BioWare just yesterday for a housewarming event showing off the brand new offices with photos shared on Twitter. Now, I don't know if this is unbeknownst to the mayor of Edmonton that he potentially grabbed a huge Dragon Age 4 tease showing it off to the world, but lo and behold, we now have this shot of Solas looking remorseful as heck struck in BioWare's studio, all thanks to the mayor of Edmonton. So is this Dragon Age 4's character model for Solas, our first actual reveal of the game, or is it just setting the scene at BioWare? Let's take a gander and see what secrets we can uncover in this scene. This is certainly a shot that I've never seen before of Solas in Dragon Age Inquisition, and as we can see, Solas is wearing the same robes seen in Trespasser, and he looks like he's crouching down or he's on his knees. Either way, he looks like he's pretty low down. Now that could just be the angle that this photo is at, but if we take a look at his face, he's looking rather sad and perplexed. Is he looking at someone, speaking to them? What is he doing? Of course, the lighting is really bad, and I've tried to brighten it up even more in this video compared to the original image, so it's really hard to see any facial details on him. The general outlook of the character definitely looks like it's upgraded compared to the previous graphics. I feel he looks more revamped here. His nose seems pretty more distinctive too, and of course the lighting in the background from the outside adds a different element to it. Perhaps they are now adding new aspects to the Frostbite engine with new technology going further. Of course, Dragon Age 4 will most definitely be a next generation title, so they can totally boost their game compared to Dragon Age Inquisition, which was impressive enough in my opinion. But looking at his actions, could he be reaching out for something? Is he talking to someone? What is he doing in this remote location too? He does look like he could be grabbing something that's painful to touch, explaining the perplexed appeal, and there is a hint of red across his face, and I'm going to tinfoil for a second here. This could just be the screen, or it could be the reflection of the colours in the offices, but if we go along with it, could Solas be reaching out for red lyrium that is therefore hurting him as he touches it, or is he merely talking to someone, or is he picking up some other object? What is he doing? Of course, being as ominous as heck like usual, and if we judge the environment around him, it seems like he's inside somewhere, and I do not recognise this location, so I definitely don't think it's from the Trespasser DLC. And even if we judge the Trespasser DLC, we only met Solas towards the end of that narrative where he was outside next to an Alluvian out in the open. This location definitely does not resemble anything like that. Look at him, he's inside. You can see the surrounding walls next to this window, and outside the window there seems to be plenty of greenery, potentially a forest. Of course, we can't tell too much from the lighting bloom, other than the fact that it's definitely not recognizable, and it seems like a new location. And as far as I can recollect from Inquisition, there are no scenes with Solas dressed like this in this sort of environment. The location itself almost offers some sort of prison vibes, or like a dungeon with him crouching down. It's like he's chained to the ground or he's being held captive, or he could have found what he's looking for in some remote location, whether that's a person of interest or an object like the Red Lyrium idol. It's all complete speculation at this point, but with Solas wearing the same equipment as Trespasser, perhaps not much time has actually passed since those events, and if this shot is reflective of Dragon Age 4, then we could be picking up the narrative straight after the ending of the Inquisition, with not much time having passed since. This would mean that Solas would still be in the early stages of his next scheme to destroy the Veil since the orb's destruction and the climax of Trespasser, explaining why he could potentially be lurking in these shady places, or why he could be held captive. In any case, I think the most imperative fact here is we have not seen this shot in Inquisition, prove me if I'm wrong, and the fact that he is wearing his post-Trespasser gear does resemble the fact that this does seem like it's a Dragon Age 4 scene. It's awfully enigmatic, but that's what we come to expect from the Dreadwolf himself, so I don't feel like this is a shot from Inquisition, and it could be a scene in Dragon Age 4, perhaps towards the prologue. On the other spectrum of this, it could just be pre-production work. They could be building the 3D models and putting them into a random environment, they could be building up shots in the Frostbite engine, or they could just be testing out lighting in different areas. The mayor of Edmonton was visiting visiting the offices, and perhaps they just put up a shot of Solas, which could right now be the most finalized scene for Dragon Age 4, in an attempt to impress him or just to show him what they were doing. That seems like it could be a likely route, but even still, that doesn't necessarily mean that this will not be a scene in Dragon Age 4. Judging by the environment and just the entire shot, it seems very polished, and if nothing, it outlines a general aesthetic that Dragon Age 4 potentially may have. So by that factor, I'm incredibly excited going forward that this could potentially be our first reveal on Dragon Age 4, that we have a screenshot of what this game could potentially be in terms of lighting, aesthetic, and character designs going forward. In any event, tell me down below your thoughts towards this shot of Solas. Is this his character model for Dragon Age 4, and is there anything that I may have missed in my full investigation of this scene? Does this correlate to anything in Inquisition, or are you of the belief that this could totally be a new environment? And in relating news, over the weekend the Edmonton Expo occurred and plenty of BioWare peeps made an appearance there, including Patrick and Karen Weeks. There was a BioWare photo booth with huge cardboard cutouts of our favourite characters where you could get your own photo taken with them. Hit me up with that, Miranda Lawson, please. But something else that appeared to me was when Patrick Weeks got a photo with his two Solas boys, mad respect, there was certainly something up with the Solas cutout. Like, he just looked very different from his original aesthetic. I'm going to say remorseful once more. Is this just a coincidence that Solas looks like this, or does it actually relate to Solas' new character design for Dragon Age 4? Have they already mastered that design that they're actually sharing it on cardboard cutouts and photo booths? Or am I just grasping at straws of this one? Either way, he just looks very tragic. Especially for a photo booth. I mean, who would want to take a photo of that sad boy looking like this? You would at least want him posing, or at least smiling, right? Who a sad boy. But in summary, it seems like we have our first shot of Dragon Age 4. Either pre-production work or potentially working on a final scene. As we know, the game is still in its pre-production stages, judging on my previous news report, and so we'll be waiting at least 3, 4, 5 years until we hear, see, and inevitably get to play Dragon Age 4. So even if this is a first look at Dragon Age 4, it's obviously going to look far more different when we get our hands on the game, just due to the production stages and how they're going to adapt and develop the project further. But in any case, it's at least something to hold us over, right? At least seeing Solas, our big bad boy dread wolf, once a friend or a lover, now gonna be one of our antagonists. So that's at least got me excited just to see the potential of what Dragon Age 4 could look like within the Frostbite engine this time around. Full on next gen. I mean, if they are working on scenes like this, then what does this mean for the production of the game? It seems like they may be further than just being in pre-production, as Casey Hudson stated. So perhaps they are a bit further than anticipated. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. But hey guys, until the next one, you are already in the right place for all of that juicy Dragon Age news, all that BioWare stuff. Be sure to check out my blog, Patreon, Tumblr, Instagram, all of the links are in the description down below. But until the next one, I've been Jackdaw, and I should go. Whoa, whoa,